Have you ever wondered why people volunteer or why it is a graduation requirement in high schools? Well, volunteering allows students to give back and connect with their communities. So I sat down one day to look for volunteer opportunities to fulfill my graduation requirements, as any high schooler would. But I found myself searching for hours, looking for placements that both interested me and that I was qualified for. So I started to wonder, what if there was a platform which allowed me to effectively connect with those opportunities? This way, millions of other high schoolers wouldn't have to go through the same struggle that I did. So the solution, Volunreach. We effectively connect students with their communities through volunteering.
Mm.
Volunreach is a platform that networks high school students to obtain meaningful volunteer opportunities. But first, I would like you to meet the team. I'm Christina Wang, I'm the CEO. We have Estelle, the COO, and Lisa, the CMO.
Thank you, Christina. Volunreach is conceived as a one-stop volunteering hub for both the organization looking to secure volunteers as well as students who seek volunteer experience. After consulting with a customer, we decided to partner with school board directly to promote our app. As we worked for our clickable prototype, we updated based on feedback we collected in user testing. For example, incorporate the profile feature in our app. Our app is easy to use. Students can sign in with their school email and manage their volunteer activities all in one app. They can browse opportunities in their local area that are tailored to their interests. Upon completing the voluntary work, students will receive our certificates as well as testimonials from organizations or companies. This makes finding volunteers opportunities more efficient and effective. As for the registered organization, we first check over government documents such as WorkSafe BC. Next, we will conduct an on-site background check for a third-party organization to accommodate student safety and policy requirements. Once those procedures are completed, organization can post volunteer opportunities on Volunreach for students to view and sign up. We will also direct the students from each school board to help mitigate some of the risks for companies. Organizations agree that joining as a member is beneficial not only for them to find student volunteers, but also gain brand recognition.
We decided to target three main customers, which can be broken down into students, school boards, and organizations. Firstly, we partner with school boards, who will pay for their students to connect through Volunreach. However, only students and paying organizations are users of the app. After conducting over 120 surveys and collecting over 200 survey responses from students across North America, we had identified the pain points, such that 91% wanted to contribute to the communities but weren't sure where to start. As a result, we found that over 95% wanted a platform to connect them to meaningful volunteer opportunities. Jasmine Chen, a grade 10 student, said that having one place where she can be connected with her interests will be so much more efficient for her. In order for organizations to reach students, school boards play a vital role in promoting Volunreach. School boards have expressed their difficulties in bridging the connection between students and their communities, as they simply don't have the time or the ability to do so. We have been able to reach out to 7 different school boards with a network of over 120,000 high school students. After talking to Ms. Chapinski from Delta School Board, she has highlighted the importance of this transferable skill. Finding placements can be especially challenging, so being able to connect students to organizations will be extremely valuable. Organizations have been able to market their volunteer opportunities to students. We will have currently received one letter of intent, as well as 14 others who have expressed their interest and need for Volunreach. Among the organizations we have contacted, all different types ranging from healthcare to education. On the Canadian level, some organizations include the Canadian Cancer Society, Newmarket Public Libraries, and the Royal Ontario Museum. On the international end, we have online options like distributed proofreaders and in-person options like the American Red Cross. As per our Sticky Factor, we're currently in contact with the Canadian government and scholarship organizations. This way, students will be able to work towards scholarships even after completing their hours.
Having interviewed 120 individuals, we now have a sizable sample of the student user market, and the potential reaches about 21.9 million students. Moreover, we have about 290 school boards in Canada and over 17,000 school boards around North America. It is important to keep in mind community service hours will always be valuable because of the experience learned from volunteering. We also have an extensive market of businesses and organizations. Around 502 million businesses around the globe, 32.5 million businesses in North America, and 1.23 million businesses in Canada. Our two lovely high school students, Jim and Anna, value community involvement but don't know where to start. They worry that they can't obtain the needed community service hour in order to graduate, and they're looking for a safe, efficient, and secure solution to their problem. Originally, we wanted to use a website to endorse their service. However, we decided to pivot from a website to an app after validating student opinion and analyzing competitors. Students prefer to use apps because they're easily accessible, whereas websites are often tailored toward professional use. For organizations, they express the complication of a website, like the IT team, so they also found an app would be the most useful. Lastly, the differentiating factor of Volunreach is the fact that we are able to directly reach students through school boards. Students have not been able to effectively do volunteer work because school boards don't have any system in place for us to do so. With Volunreach, students will be able to find volunteer opportunity within the education system. During the beginning stages, we directly outreach to school boards through emails and phone calls. Because school boards are not competitive with one another, they tend to share information when we provide a solution for them. By closely contacting the 7 school boards that have already shown interest, we will be able to catch this market when they refer us to other school boards, and we are confident that this process will eventually snowball. Moreover, by collaborating with school boards, we will be able to reach organizations that the school boards already visited. By partnering with organizations like Small Business BC, which has connection with a range of businesses, we can gain the attention of business users. Furthermore, we will be advertising our apps to online sources such as Google Ads, Instagram Ads, and YouTube. We will also be performing SEO to increase engagement and make it easy for customers to reach us. After we have built our brand and gained users, we will closely monitor feedback, comment, and traffic.
Our two main sources of revenue come from school boards and partnered organizations. For school board, the price that we are asking is $6,000 per year for using our service. As school boards are operated in a non-competitive environment, our product is scalable among the market. After speaking to school board, the amount that they spend on sending teachers out for work experience placement is far higher than what we are asking. We have already validated with several school boards that they are willing to pay for our service. Our second customers are companies and organizations. We offer a $128 annual subscription plan for partner organizations. This plan provides a reliable solution for organizations on finding student volunteers and connecting with the community. Our recurring revenue model ensures that we are a sustainable and profitable business. As we continue to develop, we are looking into providing other premium services to grow and develop our business. The plan for Volunreach over the next few years is to primarily expand the brand to accommodate more students. By the end of 2021, we plan to launch the app and sell our product to the first group of school boards and organizations. By 2022, we will triple the number of users. By year 3, we will expand internationally and reach the over 1 million students at the end of year 5.
Most of Volunreach's expenses will be towards developers, marketing, and the cost of third-party companies to run background checks. But as you can see, the revenue grows at a steady rate, reaching over $5 million by the end of year 5. What is most notable on the slide is how Volunreach is able to break even and earn profits in year 2. A healthy growth rate is depicted as the company continues to expand. So, what are we asking of you? We value your connections with companies and businesses. Since Volunreach is built on the importance of community, we find it valuable that you contribute by introducing and registering your companies with Volunreach. In return, you will receive a place on our board of advisors. Our board of advisors have mentors who are very knowledgeable in the tech industry. as well as school board representatives. We've also contacted those of for and nonprofit organizations. So let's work together to give students the platform to connect with the communities through volunteering. Thank you for your time.